Today, let's solve the one of the most frequently asked coding problem, Leetcode number 200, number of islands. Given a 2D grid map of ones, that is land, and zeros, that is water, count the number of islands. An island is surrounded by water and is formed by connecting adjacent lands horizontally or vertically. You may assume all four edges of the grid all are surrounded by water. Let's look at the example. In this grid, all ones are islands. So all one which we can able to connect horizontally and also vertically. If we try to connect this, all these four can be connected, and also vertically we can able to connect this and also this and also this. So we should be able to connect all these ones horizontally and vertically. So there will be only one island. The remaining alls are zero, that is water. And also we can assume the other the outside of this grid always water. So in this example, the output will be 1 because we should be able to connect all the ones and ones horizontally and vertically. Next, let's look at the other example. In this example, we can able to connect all these four ones. Then this is one island. In this one is separate island because there is no adjacent one to connect. So total number is 2 so far. For this 2 we can able to connect horizontally. So there will be another one more line. So totally 3 island we need to return. Let's solve this in Java first and then C#. To solve this, I'm going to loop through the grid and check the element. If I find one, son, I increment the island. So island is 1. Then after, as soon as I find one, we need to search in the all four directions, horizontal, vertical for each element. Then make all of them as 0 so that we will not be recounting the same again. Then move forward and searching it the next one. This is how we are going to solve. Let me create declare one variable int count equal to 0 to loop through. Let's use the for loop int I equal to 0, I less than grid dot length I plus plus. Inner for loop for the column for int j equal to 0, j less than grid of the current row. So we need to provide I dot length j plus plus. Here we need to check if grid of ij in that position whether it is 1. If it is 1, then we can count the island. So increment the count plus plus. Then we need to reset all these ones which we can able to connect horizontally and vertically as 0 as a visitor. So I'm going to create one more method to do that. Let's define the method set visited island and let's pause the grid and the current I and j positions. After completion of this for loop, then we can return the result, return count. Let's define the method private void set visited island. Then here it is a character array grid int I int j. Here we need to check all the base condition to return. I'm going to check if when we move the left side, let's say we find this one, we need to when we find this one we need to go back this side. This is left side, and also when we find this one we need to move right side also. So the I is actually left side. When when goes out of bounds we need to return, and the same time the when j goes out of bounds we need to return. um, Let me check here. If I less than 0 then we need to return, or I less than grid of less than is greater than or equal to uh, grid dot length. When we increment it should not go beyond this outside, so you need to check if it is greater than the total length. Next is similarly j less than 0 and also j is greater than or equal to grid of I. This is here we need to put I dot length. Now finally if it is 0 we also need to return the current position. Grid of ij equal to 0. In this case also we need to return. Otherwise we need to set the current position as 0. The grid of ij equal to 0. Then we mark all the uh, ones which we can able to connect horizontally and vertically as 0. So all 4 direction we need to set. For that I am going to call this function uh, recursively by passing the current grid. Let's increase the I plus 1, the row increasing the row, so it is right side directions, and keep the j as it is. The next is we can keep we can go back the left side I minus 1 j. The next is let's keep the I as it is, then j plus 1 um, column from top to bottom, here column minus 1, can keep it as I. So the first one is the right side, it will move through, then the second one is I minus 1, so it is actually the backward, left horizontally and actually the left side. The third one is column wise, the fourth one is column wise upwards. So this will take care of return all these conditions, if any of the condition matches. Let's run the code and see whether it is accepted. Here grid of there is okay e double equal to, we need to check. It is accepted. Let's also check manually for this example whether it is returning output 3. This is I think some way we need to format, we'll do that. After copying it, let's run the code. Still some formatting is, it seems. We need to put it, and also one more bracket we missed, the last one, this one enclosing brackets we missed. Let's run the code again. It is also accepted. Let's submit the code. It is success. Runtime took just 1 millisecond, which is really faster than 99.96% of Java online submissions. Let's also solve this in C#. It is very simple. I think similar small changes only. Let's do the same thing. Let me copy the code and switch it to C# and paste here. Let's make the modifications. It should be very simple, like all length should be we need to use capital L here, and all looks good here. Wherever we use length, it should be capital L. I think that's it. Let's compile again, run the code. It's accepted. Let's submit. It is successful. It took 104 milliseconds. It is still faster than 90.14% of CSRP online submissions. This is how we can solve this problem. In the next video, we will solve the different LeetCode problem. Thanks for watching.